looks like part of the group got read in on the situation with Multae. They weren't exactly thrilled, and for a moment there was worried they were going to hurt Kirsten. She had it under control, though, and eventually they came around. They somewhat agreed to help purify the Protector, but only after leaving Kirsten with a truly impressive shopping list. I just hope they're as helpful as we think they are.
I guess Bart goes out into the night and tries to summon a jackalope, which, depending on how this gets edited, I don't know if they'll remember what a jackalope is, but it's basically some animal that went into the other world and then came back out weird.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it being, they get all mixed up genetically too, so it's like the stuff in, God, what's that movie called? Annihilation, where stuff gets weird.
Yes.
It's like that vibe.
So think less been to the in-between and back, and more of something here warped a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, Roz, after the day's events, would not let Bart go by himself to try and summon a jackalope.
He did get frozen in a bubble last time.
You got frozen in a bubble, but also our friends got kidnapped. So, Hawk can manage. Hawk's pretty tough and grumpy. And asleep. So Roz would go with you to try and at least monitor the summoning.
Okay.
She has retrieved her big knife back from where she handed it to Hawk earlier.
Big knife. Bart goes outside and is going to try to use magic. That's going to be a weird roll. And I do get a practitioner bonus, so whenever I try to summon something, I get a +1 bonus.
Okay. Fingers crossed.
That's not good. That's a 4.
You summon a hippo lion and it eats everybody.
Oh no! It's like a hippo goose. It's like the two most aggressive animals I can think of.
Oh, Lord.
It's got a hippo head on a long ass neck.
You summon the same little bear spirit you summoned last time, and you see
Oh no.
what you want.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. This is not what I wanted. There's like a weird glowing green bear with like nightmare eyes in the circle floating.
It mostly looks cute, except for the glowing eyes.
Yeah.
It looks exactly the same, but the eyes are glowing slightly.
Was the new eyes you or me?
What do you want?
Oh, can you summon an in-between creature for me? Is that within your purview? I've been really tired. I did the runes wrong. I brought you out, but look, this is really embarrassing. This doesn't happen normally.
It just sits there staring at you, and you get the feeling it's not going to fully go away.
Oh, God. I guess I can't. Okay. Well, you know what? Because if I had an in-between creature, I could... There's a lot of things you can use that in spell work, especially if I needed to catch something bigger. You know what? Do me this. And I try to... Would it be manipulate someone, or... I'm trying to ask questions, I guess. So would it be investigate a mystery, or manipulate someone? Because I know it doesn't want to cooperate with me, so manipulate someone's probably closer.
Yeah, probably manipulate somebody.
Okay, cool. Bart is not charming, so this is going to be great.
There's also the fact that the way you summoned it this time is not the same way as you did last time.
Yeah. Oh, so Bart's like, like, help me out here. Help me figure out where the protector is. But as Bart is saying this, and I did roll... With the -1, I rolled a 5. As Bart is saying this, Bart is becoming very aware that there's like a lot of leaks and problems with the circle that Bart made in like a rush in the middle of the night. And Bart is just slowly like walking away.
It's not the middle of the night, it's still sunny.
I thought you said it was dinner time when we got home.
Yeah, but it's summer.
Oh god, so it's not... So the sun is about to set. Okay.
You probably have like roughly an hour or so before sunset.
But we're in the woods, so it is going to be darker.
Yeah, it is more shadowed in the woods, though.
I was going to say, I like the idea if the sun sets, like, the circle's going to break because Bart wasn't thinking.
Yeah.
But it's up to you. If there's still daylight, there's still daylight.
There's still daylight. But you have a slightly grumpy nature spirit glaring at you from a circle that you didn't make correctly.
Oh, okay. You know what? I was going to ask you some questions, but clearly, I took you out of a pleasant time doing whatever it is you do. You know, how about I just don't summon you for another 10 years and we call it even?
He's just glaring at you because you did roll a 5.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna... Bart walks over with like a stick and erases the tether to this reality rune. And it, like, as soon as it gets erased, like, the circle just stops glowing and the spirit hopefully dissipates.
Yeah, it dissipates. It's no longer in this realm, but you get the feeling it's still glaring at you.
Oh, God.
From the in-between. Damn.
Not from the in-between. It's the in-between is something else.
And I love that Roz got to witness all of this.
Yeah.
She doesn't say anything, but she did witness this.
Yeah, Bart, like, kicks a rock. It's like, God, talk to one weird organization that thinks I'm the key to saving this town, and suddenly, Bart just, like, grumpily walks back towards the cabin.
After the attempt to summon a jackalope went sideways, what are you gonna do, Bart?
I'm just gonna go, like, make a snack and then rest. It's a big day going forward.
It's also basically dinner time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have some food and chill out a little bit.
Roz is gonna get on her computer. I know what she's researching now.
Okay.
So first, she's taking out Kirsten's business card, which I assume has a phone number on it.
Yeah, there's a phone number. It's either like her personal phone number or she's using one of those things where it's like a phone number that will connect you to her phone.
Okay, well, we're going to find out which it is now because I'm going to track it.
Okay. I think that would be either a move or plus sharp.
We'll roll plus sharp. We can call it investigate a mystery.
Okay.
Dice don't fuck me, dice fucked me.
Rip.
It's a 7. Okay. Investigate a mystery with a 7.
That's partial success.
Oh, where did it go? That's a question for investigate a mystery. I'm tracking her cell phone and I want to know where it went.
I'm trying to think of how long it might have taken y'all to get back. Because I imagine it did take some time to wind your way back, because backtracking through Oak Ridge and trying to not make the wrong turn while getting to a place that doesn't have a listed address takes some time, so she's in one of the apartment complexes.
Okay.
You could probably assume that she's gone back to her apartment.
So I want to leave that tracking active. Just active. Like I always want to be able to refer back to where she is. And I'm also going to... No, I don't want to use that. I want to...
I just remembered that last session you did ask someone to look into Multae.
Okay.
And they said it was going to take some time.
Then that is what... Because that's what I'm doing. That's the next thing I wanted to do, is I wanted to just begin researching. I want to know everything. I want their mission statement. I want their janitor's middle name. I want everything. So, my net friends are going to be able to help me.
Okay.
I'm assuming that it's been 4 hours since I asked them, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to have to wait, and if I can also start doing research.
I think we said it was going to be 4 hours. I can't remember exactly how they were gonna, because I kind of forgot about that until now, so I don't know how or what they would be able to find.
Okay, well, I also want to be investigating, in addition to what they're finding. But, I mean, literally just everything. I mean, anything about the organization. So I'm also going to investigate a mystery on top of what they're going to provide me.
Okay.
That one was a little better. That one's only an 8, so I only get one question.
Okay.
But we're going to go with what is being concealed here. And I want to know about Multae.
I don't think there's a lot you're able to find about the organization itself. It doesn't seem to have much of an online presence.
Oh no, it's not an online presence I'm at. I'm in the deep web. I'm searching there. I'm backtracking their IPs. I'm looking for through self. Like, I'm in the deep web. That's the whole point of my character.
Okay.
I'm in.
Let me see, because from what you can tell, Multae has definitely been actively staying under the radar, but there are mentions in different areas of people hearing the name or seeing the name in places. And it does seem to be mostly centered in Oak Ridge and like in surrounding counties. But there's also been like some things connected to other places. They try to keep it under wraps, but a lot of times like the name might pop up whenever something weird and potentially dangerous started to happen, and then there'd be situations where something could have gone bad, and then the problem just seems to disappear. Whenever something that a lot of people believe could be like alien tech or something pops up and things like that, it disappears and the name Multae is mentioned around it. So they don't make themselves known, but they do show up whenever weird things start happening. Weird, unexplainable things.
But there's not like communication between members?
Since you know about Kirsten, I think you're able to track that there are a couple of other, was probably field agents in the area. There's also a Bonnie Cooper, a Robert Kirby, Lucas Adams, and Alex Simmons. And these are all people who have either lived here for a while or moved here within the past couple of years. And there is some communication between them, but what are you going to do once you have those names?
I'm going to track them. I want their cell phone history. I want their current locations, their recent GPS information.
Okay. I might have you roll for that again, because you've adjusted from researching Multae to researching these people.
All right. That's the only thing I can think of is investigative mystery, so we're doing that again.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's a 10.
Nice. So 10 plus holds 2.
So, yeah. Where did it go? What is it going to do? So, like, their GPS information, where did it go? And maybe, I don't know, their calendars, what they plan to do. Or their cell phone history or something. However those fit into that question.
Okay. So with their GPS, you can say a couple of them, they've just been around town. Sometimes one of them will go to Knoxville. But looking into basic work history stuff, a couple of them actually work in Knoxville and live in Oak Ridge, so their travel patterns seem ordinary. Nothing weird. I mean, there's like people going to like the bowling alley or stuff like that, or the roller rink, because people don't really go there. I actually don't even know if that place still exists. It probably does. Nothing that immediately sticks out, but one thing you do notice is Kirsten is the only one who is near the warehouse.
Okay. So, you're saying they've never visited the facility that Multae works out of?
They do have some places in common, but there doesn't seem to be like a set. They do seem to have at some point traveled to the area where the warehouse was, but Kirsten is the only one that's been there recently. And for the where they gonna go, most of them are just going about their daily routine, but it does look like Kirsten is reaching out to a couple of people about meeting up at a coffee shop that is near her apartment.
When is that happening?
Wait, I forgot. It's like 6 or 7 o'clock. That'd be weird to go to a coffee shop. Correction. May get their meeting at a little diner. And she texts them, don't forget we have plans to meet at the diner. And they're probably going to be meeting there in about like 30 minutes or so.
And these are the other people that are on the list, or these are people that I have no information on?
They're people that you've identified as being connected to Multae.
Okay, I relay that to Bart.
I'm going to say one of them, works at a sort of plant nursery. And the other one works at kind of like a Best Buy, but maybe not a Best Buy, like an off-brand Best Buy. Like someone you would go to for plants, and someone you go to for technology stuff.
It's just better by.
Yes.
That screams desperation. Like, please buy at our store. We're better by, we promise.
Actually, no, correct. One of them works at the Big Lots.
Aw, the Big Lots.
Oh, man. Classic Big Lots.
You asked them to look for plant herbal stuff as well as technology stuff, so Roz can probably connect the dots of these might be the people she's talking to about the list of stuff. And they just decided to do it over food.
Good.
I mean, they're not going to find that stuff at the Better Buy or the Big Lots. But, alright. That's all the information I get, then I'm good.
With the 10, you might also get... Also looking at other parts of their conversation, you know they've been talking about the strange things that are happening, and it seems they are all keeping an eye out for things. Strange things, things that aren't where they're supposed to be. And they seem worried about one.
Yeah, but that's also what she told us.
Yeah. You notice that, so it reconfirms what she said. Is there anything else you want to research?
Nope.
I'm just gonna take some time to rest and eat something.
Yeah, and whenever my net friends get back to me about what they were looking into, whatever they find.
Damn, I don't remember what exactly you asked your net friend.
I asked them to find anything. I didn't give them a specifics. I just said, here's Multae. I want everything.
Okay. So, for that, I'm gonna do a roll for them to see how much they would be able to glean. Oh, an 8. Not bad. They get back to you that they weren't able to find anything on official channels about it, but they were able to find mentions of it starting back around the 60s. Several of the people that seem to be connected to it, they don't think any of them were the leader of it. And there is a lot of talk about people referring to things in the in-between, talking about things in Oak Ridge that aren't in Oak Ridge as far as you know. So it's like they're talking about a totally different city, but they're referring to it as Oak Ridge. And from what they can tell, wherever the places that they're talking about, they think Oak Ridge is just like a code for where it actually is. Wherever that place is where the person who started the organization is. But they also do have a connection between strange things going on around Oak Ridge. And usually the really weird shit that's happening goes away after they've showed up. I love seeing Doug's face in reaction to this. It's very entertaining. Also, if you can't tell, I have been binge watching a lot of Warehouse 13, and that is in no way influencing my description of this.
Oh man, that show used to be on Netflix, and it's not anymore.
Peacock TV.
No, and they... Legal battles. It's annoying. I still need to watch season 5.
Yeah, I've seen like the first season, but that was like a long time ago.
I think Peacock is free. There's a lot of annoying ads with it, possibly. I'm pretty sure we don't pay for it, and I just binge watch it all on Peacock, so... The ending gets me right in the feels and makes me want to go back to the beginning, and I'm like, oh, that's good.
And then I start again.
Yeah. Like, there aren't a lot of stories that trigger that reaction that hard, and that is one of them. So, Ross, what you doing with that information?
Just documenting it. I don't think that there's no actionable information in that. So I am just documenting it.
And then just gonna rest and eat and hang out with Bart.
Gonna take a little liberty with Bart. Say that Bart has to remind Roz to eat because Roz doesn't have that attention span. But then, yeah. She's pretty much just... Because this is not a fast thing. This probably takes her like an hour, hour and a half.
Yeah, so it's probably... The sun is starting to go down.
Yeah, so I think Bart has raided the pantry, basically. And it's all like shelf-stable food, so Bart's like, oh man, I don't... And grabs like a ramen packet and some flavor stuff and just like a lot of different seasonings.
Are you gonna put eggs in the ramen too?
Yeah, for sure. I'm dropping an egg in there after I like swirl it around so the egg just poaches in the water. I'm trying my best. And then I bring over the bowl to Roz, who's probably in the middle of not eating, deep into the deep web or whatever. Just like nod and go, hey, remember to eat?
Oh, yeah.
Because we have a lot of stuff to do, it feels like, and our friends are still missing. So, well, not missing, they're like, we know they're in good hands, but I don't know how good those hands are.
And while I've been doing all this research, I've been relaying it to Bart, so Bart has this information as well.
Right.
Bree, can you copy-paste those names into chat that you gave me?
Yes, please. I'm very bad at names.
Yes.
You just said them really fast, so I didn't write them down.
Yeah. All good. So these are all the people you know work for Multae.
Do I know any of those people? Besides Kirsten, we met Kirsten, but...
Personally, probably not, but some of their faces probably seem familiar.
Okay.
Seeing people around town. Might have, like, had casual small talk with them or something, but...
Interesting.
I mean, a couple of the faces might not be familiar. You don't see everyone that lives in a small town all the time.
There's a brief nod as Bart kind of like gets all the information and stops and goes, so they've been here the whole time and their boss knows things that he shouldn't know and they're somehow the good guys?
I mean, good guys is to be determined.
Right. I still don't trust them, but they are on the same page. They're not trying to kill the Protector. I'm worried they might try to take whatever the device is for themselves, though, so...
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, we need to destroy that thing for sure.
We do. I agree.
Okay, that's good.
In all of that, I'm like, but this one guy works at the plant place, and that's just the name of it, plant place. And...
Yeah, it is.
Is it like a restaurant, or...
It's a nursery.
It's a nursery. I guess this is where she's getting all the stuff that I emailed her off your list.
Oh, that feels weird. I thought it was like they were like ordering it fast shipping on Amazon or something. I didn't realize they were gonna like just take stuff from a local... Well, are they paying the local?
I hope so.
Yeah, they're not like commandeering it, right? Because I'd feel bad.
I don't know if they're gonna get my stuff from Better Buy.
The person at the plant place, you know they're connected to Multae. So it's not like they're ripping off a random local, it's someone who is also connected to the organization.
Okay.
It might read a little bit more like she's like, okay, so y'all know about this stuff, y'all know about this stuff, how do we approach this?
Okay, I'm gonna give that a nod.
If you check where they are right now, she is on her way to a restaurant that's just called Mexican food.
Oh man, I could go for some not bean-related food.
Oh, I wish I was joking. That's what they changed the name to last time I was there. It's been several different things. Now it's literally just Mexican food.
Look, I love that it's straight, simple, to the point. If there's no other Mexican restaurant in town, who do you have to compete with, right? It's just Mexican food.
No, they have Hacienda de Gallardo, which is the really good Mexican food. Or the Gallo Loco, which is the really good and less expensive Mexican food.
Oh, okay. So
apparently really good margaritas.
There are options. This is new. Okay, very cool. Yeah, after sitting down and eating a little bit and go, okay, so I don't have much else to do today. My magic has been on the fritz, so I'm not exactly expecting great outcomes. I think I should definitely rest. Is there anything going on your end?
No, I'm just gonna keep an eye on where they go after they meet up, and probably should get some rest. What do we think our timeline should be if our friends are not back, that we just go start attacking people?
I don't know. I guess after Monday? I mean, they're just letting them ask some questions. So if they don't show up at some point tomorrow, or at some point on Monday, then we gotta go knock on some doors.
I mean, they say they're asking questions.
Well, the lady's a dead end. did you find anything about how to find Multae?
No. I have all of these people's cell phones pinged for tracking, so I can follow them, but it sounds like we've hit a dead end and that this place either is not as big as it says it is, or...
I don't know if she ever specified how big the organization is.
Yeah. Well, they said they could get us tech, so they may not be big, but they've been around since the 60s. They're being hyped up to be something big that if I'm not getting information on them, I'm not believing that they're A, the good guys, or B, competent whatsoever.
Okay.
Either that or they're really good at keeping things under wraps to not cause panic.
Alright.
I mean,
So what does that leave us with?
I guess that leaves us with just sitting here and waiting.
Alright. I mean, I hate it, but you're right.
Sounds like nap time.
Yeah. Bart goes over and goes to take a nap. Or I guess try to sleep.
I was going to say, I don't know if it's nap, if it's the end of the day, and we are just supposed to go to bed. I don't know how many rooms are in this cabin. Roz is probably fine just curling up in the chair, the big comfy chair she's been sitting in this whole time.
Bart's gonna either take the couch or sleep in the van.
Yeah.
I imagine there's enough places to comfortably sleep. If Darren and Annabelle were here, y'all might have to double up a little bit, but...
Okay.
I feel like I know Hawk's type, and so the big comfy chair I've definitely been sitting in was a lazy boy recliner, so like being 4'9", she can easily just like stick out the foot thing and like make a real comfy bed.
Delightful.
So, y'all go to sleep. It's probably getting close to 8. Well, Hawk has been asleep for a while. He's got a lot of what the hell to sleep off. And I'll say it's probably closer to 9 or 9:30 when Roz, your phone starts ringing.
Okay, and I answer it.
You answer it, and well, I'm assuming you saved Kirsten's number to your phone.
Oh, no. So I would recognize that that's who it is, but Roz does not save phone numbers. Yeah, that's just not in Roz's character. But Roz would recognize the number after a moment.
Either way, you recognize that it's Kirsten's number when you pick up the phone. She's like, "Hi, sorry to wake you, but everyone needs to move now. We just got confirmation that the scientist was seen entering the lab."
Okay, well, where are our friends going to be released?
I don't know. Haven't heard anything about that. They might decide to keep them out of the way just so they don't get caught up in anything. But we think he's going to be activating the device soon.
Okay, well, we did say we weren't going to do anything for you, and she gave us our friends. We have a schedule of when he's going to activate the device on his normal schedule. So either our friends get returned, or you're in this on your own. And then I hang up.
We should still get ready, though.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, we're going to, like, do that shit. I'm just
Okay.
not going to talk to her.
Okay, good. Sounds good. Yeah. And Bart goes and grabs, like, a big bag and, like, starts putting a bunch of, like, plants. And, like, for whatever reason, grabs, like, a can of beans and throws it in there, too. Just, anything that might be useful.
Protector might get hungry.
Yeah.
And we wake up Hawk.
Meanwhile, Kirsten is on her side frantically dialing numbers, trying to figure out what's going on. Because she had just gotten the word that something was going on. She's like, okay, time to move.
Gotta go.
So what are y'all doing?
Yeah, I'm waking up Hawk. Hello, Hawk. Come on.
Hawk sort of grumbles and growls, and he kind of slurs together what sounds like "just let me sleep," but he's sitting up, and he comes sitting up and stands, and he's a little bit wobbly, and he says, "All right, what are we doing?"
So I try and as quickly as I can fill Hawk in on what happened. They say the scientist is activating the thing. I kind of just hung up on them because they said they don't know when they're going to return the others. And so I told them we're not going to talk to them and work with them until they return the others to us. So we might actually be on our own with this, but apparently a thing is going down, and I don't actually know that we can do anything because we didn't get any of the stuff that we need.
He says, "Atta girl," and because he's very proud of her for hanging up on the lady. That's a good move. And so he says, "Atta girl," and then says, "Where are we going?"
I don't actually know. We just, I guess we need to go try and protect the protector.
And he says, "Oh shit!" And he sits down and starts putting his shoes on.
Also, in the meantime, Roz, you've gotten a couple of text messages from the same number. One is the address where she says, you can pick up the supplies here, as well as coordinates for where the creature was last seen. Because she doesn't know where y'all are, but she's able to show, where what she was able to gather is.
Nice.
All right.
And then there's another text that basically reads, communications are slow because everyone is scrambling, but your friends are being released soon.
Okay.
Get the feeling they weren't expecting this.
And they gave us a location, so...
Yeah, so you have the stuff as well, whereas where the creature was last seen.
Nice.
And I think she also mentioned something about you might have some time to get things set up before it's activated. The device is.
Perfect.
And yeah, I'm gonna say that also the address where the stuff is not super far from where you are. It's an in-town place where it won't look too weird for people to stop and pick something up.
Okay. We have our tasks.
One last thing, she has a couple of agents going to provide backup as well. They'll meet you there.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So what are y'all doing?
I mean, it sounds like we have our stuff to go pick up, but we can move forward from there.
Bart, when you pick up your phone, I think you notice you have a missed call from Darren.
As Bart's getting ready and everything, absentmindedly checking his phone and sees, oh. Hey, wait, there's a message from Darren. I think we have something here. Hit it to play on speaker.
Oh, heck.
Hey, Merlin. So we're good. Everything's safe. We're good. We met Joshua. We're down in an underground bunker. We're safe. They explained some stuff to us that I cannot explain to you right now because I said I can't tell you about. So, no, never mind. Just forget that part. But they told us about a nullifier item that we got, and oh yeah, here she comes right now. Yeah, Miss Annabelle's back. She has it. It looks like it has 5 arms. It's cool. They said if we can go put that on the anomaly, we can maybe stop this thing. If you guys want to deal with the beast, we'll deal with. Basically, what he said is our mission is much more dangerous than your mission, and it's much more important than what you guys are doing. This is mostly just you guys are like the beast squad. He said he's like we got to make them feel included, so have them go fight the beast. He's like, Annabelle and Darren, you guys will be the ones really carrying the weight of this team. So there you go. Hey, I got a cat also. Don't worry about that. Just, I know you're all thinking it. I know everyone's worried. I do still have my nunchucks. We are okay, and we're gonna go now. So good luck, B Squad.
All right. I think we know what to do.
All right. Then we go and we collect the stuff.
They might sound a little bewildered, but they sound fine.
Hawk asks him, "Hey, can you stop somewhere and get me a cup of coffee, please?"
Oh yeah, of course. We're not.
Oh,
fighting
same. Let's
a
go to
monster.
Dutch Brothers. Is there a Dutch Brothers?
No, it's probably like a Dunkin' Donuts or something.
Okay, that's fine.
This strikes me as the type of town that gets excited when a new Taco Bell opens or something.
Heck yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I got really excited when we came in. I'm like, oh hey, there's a new. We have a Kroger's now.
All right. So off we go. We stop at a Dunkin'. and get some food. All right. And I think Bart's gonna get like some nightmare iced coffee with like 5 shots of espresso in it.
And when he orders that, Hawk says, "Go ahead and make 2 of those."
And Roz says from the back of the van, 3.
Yes.
All right, so
Oh,
caffeinated as hell. We move on out.
Just one more night of getting 0 sleep.
Yup.
Sleep is for the weak.
Yeah, we don't have time to sleep.
You were able to get a nice little nap in, and it doesn't take you long to get to where the supplies have been dropped off. Most of the stuff is exactly what you asked for. There's some things that are substitutions, but you have what you're gonna need for the ritual.
All right, perfect. Then they gave us like a general location, right?
Yeah, GPS coordinates. I imagine it's probably like a space in the woods that's in the same general vicinity as the lab,
All right, perfect.
which makes sense because it's been seen near the parking lot.
Perfect. Yeah, I think we drive past to the guest center, go to that parking lot because that was the one where it was sighted in, and park the van. And Bart gets like the big knapsack full of like ingredients and everything, and just turns to everybody else and goes, "All right, you ready to see some weird shit?"
Hell yeah.
Hawk just sort of smiles at the caffeine barrel in his hand, and because he's not quite all the way back yet, but he's kind of excited now. He's like, "Yep."
Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned next week to find out what happens next on Tempus Multae. If you don't want to wait, you can get early access to our episodes over at patreon.com/pseudonymsocial. If you like our show, please consider leaving us a review on your favorite podcasting app so people can know where to find us. We couldn't do this without your help. Season 1 of Tempus Multae was made in collaboration with Doug Hawley of Good Better Quest as a prologue for a show that he will be doing in the future set in Oak Ridge's sister city of Jackson, South Carolina. Brianna Jean is the keeper and producer with editing help from Nikki of Beholder to No One.
I'm Casey, playing Annabelle Joyce, and you can find me on the Aboard the Opal Star podcast.
Hello, everybody. My name is David Tilstra, but today I'll be playing Darren Calloway. I am the Dungeon Master over at From Afar Podcast. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at From Afar Podcast. You can find myself at David Tilstra on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, that's about it.
Hey, this is Doug. I play Hawk Bailey. You can find me on Twitter at DougGBQ or on the podcast Good Better Quest.
I'm Ian. I will be playing Bartolomeo, the Spellcaster, and you can find me on the Ballad of the Seven Dice Twitch channel, playing Weary in the Rise of Nyarlathotep campaign.
Hi, I'm Nicola, and I'm playing Rosalind Stollard, aka Roz. You can find me on Twitter at Nicola the Druid, or on Twitch as Druidcraft Productions, where I host Tiny Hut, a weekly show focused on education, advocacy, and charity.
Stay safe out there, dear friends, and always remember things are not as they seem.
Hi everybody, we're Waffles Maple Syrup, and we play Pathfinder 2E and all sorts of different TTRPGs. You're about to listen to our time travel homebrew campaign called Time Has Passed. Check it out!
Doldrin just comes charging up this way towards where Elle ran off to, and sees that rune still there, and Tanagal attacking Elle and be like, "I said the rune!" as he just turns, charges at it, and again just jumps, leaps, and swings with them all.
Why would anybody want to be a human? That's stupid.
Most people don't get a choice.
I mean, but we did.
Wow. That's a lot of damage.
I have no weapons aside from my body.
Oh dear. Oh my. Oh my.
You see this humanoid shape enclosed in a white robe form in the void of your dreams. As we zoom into where his face should be, there is nothing but blackness. The blackness that leaks from his hood begins to enshroud your mind, wrapping around you in this space. I need all of you to make a will saving throw. And if you like what you just heard, search Waffles Maple Syrup, one word, and give us a subscribe.
Thanks!